Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, using tarot to help you do the inner work, heal yourself and create the life that you truly want to live. This is today's tarot. It's for all signs and it's for Tuesday, the 15th of July 2025. I hope you're doing well. Well, let's get straight into it. The cards are flying out. We have sunlight after darkness. So if you feel that things have been dark, hard, a lot of craziness going on in the world, today might just be that sunshine comes out and it's feeling lighter and it's feeling better than it was before. Gotta love that. What else have we got here? Road less traveled. Something unique to you. You perhaps taking a different path than everyone else. Being that black sheep like we are, right? We're a minority, right? Those of us that are kind of spiritually awake. And by that, I just mean the forerunners in evolution, rather than, I think there's been a lot of people like spiritual, religious and all of that kind of thing, but very much within that system, which isn't necessarily a part of evolution. I don't think so anyway. We've got travel on the cards here, so you might be thinking about travel, booking some travel, wanting to travel, talking to someone about travel. Let's get some tarot cards out, see what's in the energies. What do we need to know about? What do we need to know about? 1, 2, and 3. Let's find out what these cards are. But first, if you're interested in opening up your heart, please watch this. Thank you for that. Now, what have we got? We've got Judgment out first. This is a calling. This is when the universe says, come on, everybody, time to do this. So we either, I just heard imprint, we either get a message or get focused on one thing. You'll have noticed this kind of thing going on. It's like waves of information coming. I think it comes from the sun. And then you'll have noticed it in like tarot readings, astrologers, and all of us doing this kind of work, channelers. We'll all start talking about something really similar. We're not copying each other. We're each doing the work and we're picking up on the same energies, right? And you pick up on the same energies too. And so there's this wave comes through of information and new information. We start thinking about something. This is not a personal idea. This is a calling for the whole earth, it feels like today, to get focused on something or open up to something or think about this one thing. Now, that might be brought on not just by the light cards coming from the sun, but also by things that are happening in the world too, you know. We've got the Queen of Swords and she says no. She empowers herself. She says no. She's got boundaries. She knows where she begins and where she ends. She knows how to keep her peace and all of that stuff. And then we've got the Three of Pentacles. This is about learning and teaching, or perhaps planning with others as well. Let's see. So let's get into it. Judgment. The calling feels like a global scale to me, so it might be that we've all noticed something going on, and then there's this wave of everyone focused on it in a particular way, perhaps, which is new. Temperance. Biding time I'm getting from this Temperance. Okay, what it feels like to me is that something has happened in the world. It's perhaps jolted us all, or a lot of us. And we're starting to think a specific way about it. But Temperance comes out saying, hold that energy. We don't necessarily have to do something, masculine paradigm, do something about it, right? Holding the energy is enough. You know what the guides told me? We're vibrational beings, right? We know that. We've heard that so many times. But if we think of it like a song, waveform, we are that. We're a song, a unique song. And just like throwing, if you threw a stone in some still water, there'd be ripples coming out from that. That's vibrational too, right? And if you throw 2 stones in and they're equal size, equal energy, then those ripples go out, and when they meet each other, they kind of cancel each other out, and they create a new pattern. And so our song, our vibration, when we're holding a specific vibration because we've been called to think about something a certain way, holding that vibration sends the ripples out. Now, a big rock and a small stone thrown in that still water, what are the ripple patterns going to be there? Because the more ascended we are in our vibrations, the bigger rock we are, the bigger effect we have. So we're thinking like, oh, just holding an idea in my mind and holding a vibration, that does nothing because I'm not doing something about it. That's very masculine paradigm, doing something about it. Temperance says, no, sit and hold it. Sit and hold it. Let those ripples go out. It is affecting everyone and everything. Our electromagnetic toroidal field around us, those that have been doing the work, those that are ascending, is huge compared to other people. And so we are the big rocks, and value that. What's behind that is psychic development. Psychic development, tuning in, you see? And now I'm seeing even more. The big rocks, the big rocks, the big rocks. Imagine a still pond and there's a whole load of small rocks, like someone's taken a handful of gravel and thrown it in, and there's lots of like little vibrations going out. But the big rocks are all there, and the big rocks, their larger waveforms reach each other. And when they reach each other, there's this magnification of it. Resonance, the magnification of it, like a tuning fork, you know? If we're all tuned into the same thing, it's even bigger. Psychic development is behind that. Do not underestimate holding a vibration and holding a thought. It's really powerful. And not just selfishly, for the whole earth, not just like because I want some money or whatever. You can do that too. I'm not saying like there's anything wrong with that. This is calling us to do something much more, much bigger. Then the Queen of Swords, she says, no, no, no. She's got boundaries. She's clear about it. She's put her heart in a little cage there too, you know. She's putting her heart aside. The things that would have drawn us in before, you know, like people wanting our energy, and then we feel sorry for them. And so our heart overrides our mind and we end up looking after them instead of looking after ourselves. It's that kind of an energy when we've learned like, but this isn't good for me and I'm not getting anything back from this apart from being drained. No, I'm going to be happy instead. I'm going to be happy instead, says the sun. My happiness is important because I'm this big rock. I'm this big rock and my ripple effects are huge. Right? So what's behind that? So in other words, having boundaries is really important right now. Perception, perspective, perception, the balance. And don't forget, we are not rippling in a stable world. The world has been so unstable, so imbalanced. So from your perception, from your perspective, you need to hold that dear, that my vibration is really important right now, and I'm not going to do that thing for that person or that person or that person. I'm going to hold my happiness, my stability, my peace, and hold this vibration because it's really important right now for the whole earth. Three of Pentacles, and we're learning and teaching, and perhaps the big rocks and that resonance, we're picking up on each other and augmenting that vibration as a result. Reverberations, you know, like microphones too close to the speakers, that effect. And it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Three of Pentacles, learning and teaching, colluding with each other. 10 of emotions for our happily ever after. This isn't just any kind of 10 of emotions. This isn't like meeting someone and settling down. This is the whole earth, a happily ever after. That's the whole earth, so it's for everybody. So the resources. We don't have to earn our living anymore, or earn the right to be here. That all of the resources are shared fairly amongst the humans and everyone's getting taken care of. The level of anxiety would just be so low at that point. The world would be such much better place. Such much better place. And you know, if everyone could see this vision and feel this of how good it could be, they would drop the weapons straight away and the defenses and all of that. It's like, oh yeah, well, we don't need to fight or struggle for a little bit of security. We can just drop all of this and go to that happily ever after by dropping those things. How's that going to happen? Not by us fighting for it and doing something and trying to rip the weapons from them. Is it by us holding this vibration? There's healing energy behind that. Oh yes, the earth needs healing. Earth herself, I mean, poor planet, poor Gaia, having us all on with our terrible vibrations and are fighting and all of that, and plundering our resources, and then not sharing them. A heart must be breaking, right? As much as ours are. Well, masculine, feminine paradigms. What have we got going on with masculine and feminine energies right now, please? If you want to open up your heart, if you're ready for a relationship, then just take a moment to watch this. You've done the work. You can spot red flags. You've built strong boundaries. But is your heart too closed now? Careful, guarded, keeping you safe? But you still want real love, healthy, conscious, true love. Let me help you open your heart again, safely this time, to invite in the partner who truly meets you. Ready for real love? Learn more at behealing.com. Let's get some more cards out for the masculine and feminine paradigms. It could include relationship too. What have we got going on right now, guides? Okay. Starting out with the Page of Cups, where we left off yesterday. Page of Cups is about fantasy thinking. It's very positive thinking. It's like imagining what the world would be like, where we're all valued in it. The feminine and the masculine. Not the feminine just for doing masculine stuff, nor the masculine for doing feminine stuff, but each in our own right being valued. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Next up, we've got the Three of Wands energy. This is about waiting for something to come about, waiting for perfect timing, or waiting for a specific vibration to be reached. And we've got the Eight of Pentacles as well. This is like head down, working, getting paid what we're worth, or hoping to get paid what we're worth as well. Head down there, working, just doing what we need to do. Page of Cups, the fantasy, the imagination. What would that kind of world look like, feel like? I don't know how it would work, but I know what it would feel like. Page of Cups. What are you doing here? Five of Voices. We've got internal conflict about that. And so there's a pullback. I can't imagine that working. We're still very much entrenched in the patriarchy, in the masculine paradigm. We've all had to be masculine and come from this masculine perspective. And so to think outside of that box, it's just kind of unimaginable, unpage of cupsable, What does that even mean? How can we do that when we've all been taught in the masculine mind way? So there's internal conflict about it. So a part of ourselves going like, isn't it safer to just carry on like this? Or don't we need that in place? Like hierarchies and... So yeah, you might be that there might be internal conflict about how it's even possible. A burden behind that. I tell you what would be burdensome. If the feminine has to fight to be valued in a masculine kind of a way, that's a huge burden. We've done that for 50 years. It's exhausting, and I wanted to swear, it's exhausting. And if men if it had been the other way around, and men had to be feminine to be valued. So men, think about this. If you could not have food or shelter unless you did the feminine things, imagine what that would be like. And you still had to do the masculine things, but you wouldn't get paid for it, because that's what women have been doing. We have been doing the feminine stuff. We are the ones with those burdens. You wouldn't believe it. You might not think we're doing it, but I tell you, every single masculine that I know, that I am close with, dumps all of his stuff onto me. And every single woman has it like that. And everyone from the family, every one of our friends, every one of our ex-boyfriends, they still get in touch and they dump that stuff on us. That is unpaid work, and it is valuable. If it wasn't valuable, you wouldn't all be doing it. You wouldn't all be coming to us with it, right? This is the burdens we've had, and yeah, it's making me mad because it's exhausting. We have to do that, and we're still doing that. And we have to be masculine and work too. If it was the other way around and men had to do the feminine stuff, they had to do the masculine stuff anyway, because of course they've got to do that, right? Got to build the houses, got to go out to work and do all of that stuff. You're not going to get paid for it though, because that's not valuable. You've just got to do it anyway. Then you've got to do the feminine stuff. If you want to get paid, you've got to take that emotional load on. Imagine. I don't think you could all imagine it, because it's exhausting is what it is. So, Three of Wands. And it needs to be known. That needs to be known. Enough of us just like women saying, look, we've got all of this emotional labor. We need to point it out. I've been pointing it out to my male friends that come to me, and I said, this is not okay. This is not okay what you're doing right now and putting this on me. I finished work for the day, and then you're coming to me with even more work. You're not talking to your friends about this. Why not? Why not? Why aren't you talking to your male friends about this? Why are you coming to me with all of this all the time? Because that is not fair. Yeah, and we've got to point that out to them when it's happening. Three Wands, because they are valuing it, right? Otherwise they wouldn't be coming. Otherwise they'd be like, oh yeah, I don't need this. I don't need your help. I don't need to tell you these things, right? They are valuing it, but not enough to value us in that dynamic. Not valuing it on their side of it. Yeah, they want that. They need that. But not valuing our part in that, right? And that's what needs to happen. We need to value that first within ourselves. So the Three of Wands, we're waiting for something, what? Vibrations to change or something. Five of Inspiration, for it to get much better, to reaching higher. It's like there needs to be this tipping point of enough people going, enough already. Never mind the wars and the exploitation and all of the chaos that we've got going on right now because of a certain faction of people that are controlling and, you know, all of that stuff. We've got more grassroots stuff going on an individual level too. And we all need to expect better from ourselves and each other now. Much better. We have everything that it takes to be living, every single human being on this planet to be living an incredible existence right now. Everyone having way more than enough and living like even the hoarders, even the exploiters, they would have a much better life if they would stop doing that and we all shared. We have so many resources, so many things that we've created, and if we can live in peace, it would be an extraordinary life for every single person on this planet. Well, let's do it. Who wouldn't want that, right? Who wouldn't want that? Even those in control right now, if they could see that vision, they'd want it too. If they could like really open up and go, yeah, what I've got control, but really, you know, I've got these billions and perhaps even trillions and it's still not making me happy. I'm still not happy. If they could admit that and go, well, there's a much better way. Just stop doing that and let's all come together. Right? They would want it too. I'm sure of it. What's behind that? It's all good. Is it? Is it though? Because it feels really bad. Eight of Pentacles. We're headed in the right direction now. Can you feel it? Eight of Pentacles, getting paid what we're worth. Being included, being supported, having the resources for exactly who we are. Right? Exactly who we are. What? Eight of Materials, same card, getting paid what we're worth. We've got the Death and the Knight of Materials. Okay, so we've got major change coming up with regards to this, with regards to money and how everyone is taken care of and all of that. Knight of Materials, guess what? Knight of Materials, it's not going to happen fast. This conversion, I want to say, from one to the other, one paradigm to the other, it's not going to happen fast. Generally what happens, what does it take for human beings to create massive change like this to systems? What causes it? It's when we reach rock bottom in something. It's when the shit hits the fan. It's when it gets so bad that we have to, and we get forced into it. Doesn't that suck? That we're so slow like that, but that's what this Knight of Materials, Pentacles is about. Sacred space and ancient wisdom. So sit back, hold that vibration, tune into that ancient wisdom of what's true for you in all of this, and get mad, because it should be making us mad. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous to have this amount of people on the planet and then a tiny fraction are controlling and everyone else has just got to suck it up and be slaves. That is not right. Not right at all. We're all born in exactly the same way. Okay. else in the energies today? We've got a teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. We have a wall, a misunderstanding, a wall between people, divisions, yes. Grapes, we have time to go out and have some fun. Yay! Tankard, celebration, fun, enjoyment. Oh, even more fun. We've got a cup, lots of cups and tankards, and teapots. We've got a teapot, a tankard, and a cup now. You should accept valid criticism. And we've got a lily, spiritual love. How best to deal with these energies today? You know, this is when divine anger, like I said yesterday, there is no energy that's good or bad. It's just how balanced is it. And anger is so powerful when it is held for things that are really wrong, you know, things that really shouldn't happen, for injustices, for just, when we hold anger, it's for those things because we know it could be so much better, it should be so much better. It's such a powerful emotion. That anger and holding that vision of what we want, that is a powerful manifester. You know, and a lot of spiritual people, a lot of you have been taught not to hold that anger. That's a bad thing, and it's not a bad thing. I have manifested so much from anger, from an anger. It's almost like, say with my money, when I'm really rock bottom and I can't even afford to get myself something to eat, and my anger comes out. This is not right. I am working 7 days a week helping people, and I don't have enough money to feed myself. That anger, and then suddenly money shows up, right? So it does manifest righteousness. You can feel it in your heart, and it should make you angry when there's injustices like this. And that anger, don't let anybody tell you that you shouldn't have that anger or it's a bad thing. I'm telling you, it manifests. Hold it and hold it. It's spiritual anger. How best to deal with these energies today? Today we've got the Hierophant, spiritual lessons. Spiritual lessons, being in it for the long term as well. We got this. I think a lot of us, all of us, definitely with you watching me, we have been learning our whole lives until this point, and we've got the information, and with this information now, we need to hold it. Hold that vision and that thought, the injustice and all the feelings involved, and go, enough is enough. Like, enough is enough. Human beings, come on. Enough is enough. We don't need to do something about it. That's very masculine. We hold that energy, is what we do. And we'll see what manifests from that. We're getting help in all of this too. So it's all about the spiritual angle today. Well, there you go. Bit of a fiery, passionate one today. Well, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like. Before you click off down there, click that subscribe button if you're new. Let me know in the comments below. What's this bringing up in you? Have you got that righteous anger in you, and can you channel it into a good thing? You know, enough is enough. Feels good. It feels good to me. What doesn't feel good is stifling it. It's just sucking it up and pushing it down and putting up with it. Yeah, that doesn't feel good at all to me. What are your thoughts on that? Let me know in the comments below. If you want more from me, visit my website. There's free class, there's readings, energy healings, all kinds of things there. And watch my pick a card read up there. Have the best day ever. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. One question, one answer. The cards reveal at BeHealing.com.